Hello and welcome on into another episode of the Renegades Sports Podcast. Jake Gable here, as always, with Jacob Smedley. And today, we're going to be taking our own little twist on a classic game. You may have heard of it before. Who he play for, except we're going to be doing NFL and MLB edition.
Yeah, super excited. So with this, we've got 10 players. I picked players from Major League Baseball that Jake has to guess who they play for. And Jake has picked players from the NFL that I have to guess who they play for. And it's broken up by easy, medium, hard, and one really impossible, very difficult. If, Jake or I get it, I think we'll both be impressed on this player. And how it breaks down, we're going to do a point system as well. So if one of us gets the guess on the first try, it is going to be 3 points. If you get it on the second try, it'll be 2 points. And if it takes a third guess, 1 point. You still don't know at that point, you get 0. All the way from easy, medium, and hard. And then impossible, it's double the points. 6 points for the first guess, 4 points for the second, and 2 for the third, and we'll total it up at the end and see who wins. Best of luck to you, Jake, but I'm taking you down.
All right, I'm not giving you best of luck because I just want to win. All right.
We're gonna do easy. We're gonna do some breaks too. We're gonna go through each segment, break it down, little chat, and then go into the next one.
All right, I can start things off for you.
Okay. Oh man, I'm leading off.
You got 3 here, so let's see your first guy. Who he play for? Davante Adams.
Davante Adams. He is now a Los Angeles Ram.
Yeah,
Jake.
yeah, you got that. All right.
I just saw a video of him and Puka Nacua catching some routes too the other day.
Yeah. All right. All right.
This is easy. This is yeah.
So all right, harder. 3 points for Jacob so far. Another one. Who we play for? Darius Slay.
Darius Slay. I did see. He signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He went with the other team in Pennsylvania.
Correct again. All right, you're off to a hot start. I might have made these too easy.
Okay,
I'm scared.
This is testing how much we know the other person's knowledge too. So
yeah,
I could go off a cliff though with these next rounds. We don't know.
And the last guy in easy, Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. Now, again, this without, I think, reading this a few days ago, I believe that he is on the Los Angeles Chargers because I did see something when they drafted Amari Hampton, their first round pick, about him sharing touches with Najee Harris. So that is my guess, the Los Angeles Chargers.
You're correct. You went a perfect 9 points in the easy round. Man, I think I made that too easy.
All right.
Hey, the round was named applicably.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jake, we'll see if my easy is up to your easy here. The first one for you is Cody Bellinger. Jake, where's Cody Bellinger playing these days?
Okay, so
maybe our easies were not.
Well, here's the thing. I know where he was at the end of last season, and I forget if he's still there or not, and I'm a little scared.
You have some guesses here, Jake.
I have some guesses. Man, I wanted to go perfect, but I don't know if I will. I remember him being a Yankee, and that's going to be my first guess.
You're right, Jake. Off to a strong start. We're 4 for 4, the two of us. So, yeah, Cody Bellinger is a Yankee. The next one, Chris Bryant, Jake. Former Chicago Cub, but he's not there anymore.
I do know this one. He's hasn't really been playing much, but he's on the Colorado Rockies right now.
That is correct, Jake. He is on the Rockies, hoping that he can stay healthy. 5 for 5 from the two of us. Off to a great start. The last one in the easy category is Randy Arozarena, Jake. Where is he at?
I drafted him in fantasy baseball, and I
Didn't
cut
scout
him
that.
because he hasn't been playing that well. But he is on the Seattle Mariners.
That is correct, Jake. We breezed through easy, 9-9. Great stuff.
All right. Hey, I was terrified for Cody Bellinger. I'm not gonna lie, because I knew he was on the Cubs. Obviously, he used to be on the Dodgers, and I'm like, did he change teams again or something? I was scared, but hey, all right, we're tied up at 9.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about Najee Harris, but I did read some about the whole running backs and him signing there. So I didn't see the post, but I did see it with the draft going on. So I was a little nervous about that one.
All right. Well, let's get on to the mediums, and I think we're
All
gonna
right.
start to see our first, second try, third tries
Okay,
here.
yeah.
But who knows? I mean, it's all relative.
Exactly.
If you know or not.
Time's relative. This
Yeah,
is relative.
let's
Here
get
we
deep.
go.
All right, your first guy in the medium category, Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram is on the Jags. Now, I will say I have a friend of mine that is a fan of the team that he is on right now, or that I've heard that he is on. Is he on the Denver Broncos, Jake?
Yeah, he is. Man, I thought that was going to be the first time you didn't get it.
Well, I was talking to a friend about the draft, and he's also a Penn State guy, and he was talking about, hoping, Tyler Warren fell to them in the draft. And he did mention, they picked up Evan Ingram. So that's who I heard it before, using that memory there to bring it back for this.
All right. Well, you're still perfect so far. I have another tight end for you though. Cade Otton, who he play for?
Oh, Cade Otton. Oh man, this is the first, I think, one where I did not see the post. Okay, of course, played with the Bucks last year, fantasy football legend last year. But where did he go? Yeah, this is in the medium right now. I'm just going to throw my first guess to the Vikings for some reason. I don't think it's there. I'm going to guess the Vikings for Cade Otton.
We have our first incorrect answer.
Okay.
So not first try, but 2 points are still available on the board for
2
you.
points still there. Cade Otton. Again, going from the NFC South. I don't think he stayed there. Did he go to the AFC? That's what I'm kind of debating. Did he cross conferences, or did you stump me? And is he still on the Bucks? Questions. You know what? Because I'm just gonna say he's still on the Bucks. That's my second guess.
He is.
Okay, he tried to force swap teams. I see what you're. Okay,
Hey,
all right. I'll take the 2 points.
We never said they had to.
Yeah. There's great trickery.
I was starting to feel a little bad. I'm like, I don't know if he thinks they had to have changed teams.
No. I'm glad I stayed at 2 there. I could have gotten
that. You were talking about other teams.
Yeah.
This might be our first 0. Mm-hmm. But all right, last one in the medium column.
Okay.
Familiar name, but I don't know if the team that he's currently playing for is going to be familiar to you.
Okay.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay. Of course, the Titans most recently with the Chiefs. Going through, thinking about the teams here. I think I know. I think I remember seeing the post. Ooh. This team likes to sign veteran wide receivers. Did he go to the Baltimore Ravens, Jake?
He did go to the Ravens.
I thought I saw the post, and I remember seeing the comments of people like, they got another wide receiver past their prime because they got Odell Beckham Jr. Now they're bringing in DeAndre Hopkins for some more help for Lamar.
Right when you said they like to bring in players past their prime. I'm like, oh man, he knows it's the Ravens. I totally forgot about that when I was researching players to pick for this game, though. I'm like, he'd be a good one to put in there.
Yeah. All right, Jake. Now it's time for your medium category. It seems like we're going with, again, these well-traveled veterans who peak of their powers. Very, very good. And speaking of peak of their powers, the first one for you in medium is Justin Verlander. Jake, a former Cy Young winner. Where is he at now?
I do know this because the Phillies played against him not so recently.
Okay.
Pitched against them, and he's now a member of the San Francisco Giants.
You are correct, Jake. Correct, son. 4 for 4 as well.
Good.
All right. The second member in medium for you, Jake, is Javier Baez. Where's Javier Baez at these days?
Okay. There's 2 teams I'm between.
Okay.
Or is it 3? Oh no. Okay.
Is it?
I think he's in that AL Central.
Okay.
I remember him most recently with the Tigers. I know Carlos Correa is in Minnesota, and he's not on the White Sox, right? Those were the 3 teams that popped up in my head.
Okay.
I'm going to take a safe pick because I know he at least played for the Tigers and say he's still there.
You're right. He is still with the Tigers. Right. Playing a little center field now, too, these days. They have him all over the field.
I saw that post. He made like a good catch or something in like one of his first starts in center field.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Your last one and me. Almost K-Dot and similar there. A second one. Staying with the same team. Trying to catch the other guy off guard. Your last one in medium is Aroldis Chapman, the hard-throwing lefty. Where is he at, Jake?
The sad thing is, I remember seeing a post. I think he just recently hit 100, and it's like, Aroldis Chapman's still hitting 100. I don't remember the team that was. For some reason, though, I think it was the Atlanta Braves, so that's going to be my answer.
Your first incorrect guess, Jake. Man. You've got 2 points. Still available at this point now. The lead for you is gone. It's now would be a tie game if you would be able to get this here.
Okay, so he's not a Brave. I'm thinking in that NL East division, and I'd know if he's on any of those other teams. Where is he? That's just interesting.
He's on a mound somewhere.
Yeah, he is. Okay, for some reason I'm feeling like it was like that red type of color scheme, so I'm gonna stick with that theory and this time go Red Sox.
You got it, Jake. Okay. He's on the Red Sox to keep the score tied. Yeah, on the Red Sox. Now is their closer really for them. So nice job. Now
did I make up the Braves? He never played for the Braves, did he?
He played for the Reds. That was the first team he was on when he started coming up, but he did not. You were mistaken him, I think, with Craig Kimbrell, who was a long-time Brave.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, great second guess, though.
Thank you. Yeah, that was clutch. All right, so all tied up at 17 going into the hardest stretch. I mean, we've been pretty predictable now, but who knows where this could go.
This could go off the rails real quickly. All right.
So, your 7th player, first one in the hard category, is going to be Calais Campbell.
Oh, man, this guy's been all over the place. Cardinals, maybe with the Jaguars, Ravens, I think most recently. Is he still with the Ravens? One team that I'm thinking about that I don't, that's kind of a wild card, might have gone to. Just don't believe he's on an AFC. There's one AFC West team I have in mind, but that's maybe something for last guess. There's kind of three in rotation. The first team I'm going to give and as my first guess is going to be the Buffalo Bills, Jake. I feel like that would be a place that he would go.
I see where you're coming from,
Yeah,
but it's not where
okay.
he went.
Okay. Again, this could be another Kate Otten situation, and he is still with the team that he was at, what I think is the Ravens. But again, I get not sure. He's done a lot of switching squads lately. And this is. I'm gonna again go back to the safe pick. I'm gonna pick Ravens for my second guess of where he's at.
He is no longer a Baltimore Raven.
Okay. All right, down to my final attempt at points. This is the first time either of us have gotten to a third guess. The hard taking it to a new level. I'm just again. I don't feel like he went back to the NFC. I'm confident that he is in the AFC. This could be incorrect, but again, the final guess that I have, Jake, for you is the Las Vegas Raiders. Sounds like something that they would sign him to with the whole new regime change, signing these free agents for the defense.
Jacob? You unfortunately did not get it. So our first zero. So the funny thing is, you mentioned the team that he's currently on. So just for context, the last team he played on last year, he was on the Dolphins.
Okay.
But he's not there anymore.
Okay. I was thinking about the Dolphins, but
he is in the NFC, and he's played for this team before. It's
the
Cardinals.
Oh
he's
my
making
gosh,
a return.
He went back to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
With their defensive move, just did not think about that. Wow. Okay. Not a great start for Hart, but keep going. Bounce back. It's getting difficult here.
A guy who plays, I believe, the same position. He's on that D line. Someone we have a familiarity with, Javon Hargrave.
No, he was on the 49ers. Now, is he still on the 49ers is a question. I know they are still, revamping that defense, guys moving in and out. Unsure where he is at, if he's still there, if he's somewhere else. I think just my first guess, just because I don't really have an idea of where he would be, Jake, is just going to be the 49ers, see if he's just staying put on that team.
Unfortunately, he's not still on the 49ers. But hey, that's a good first guess. Get the safe guess out of the way.
First guess. All right. So got 2 points. 1 point still on the line here.
No, 2 points still on the line.
Yeah, 2 points. 1 point. Yeah, still on the line here.
Sorry, I'm playing mental warfare with
Exactly. I'm trying to, again, maximize opportunity because I don't know if you know these hard players for baseball. I'm trying to get as many points. They stay in the NFC. Again, I'm going through my memory of, because the Instagram post of breaking news signed the rap sheet. That's what I'm going for here. Oh man, did he go in division? Cardinals, they got other guys on the line. I know with the draft. Seattle, I don't see him as a guy that would go there. Again, maybe he switched conferences too. A team that I'm thinking about just drafted a defensive lineman, so I'm not too sure. know what, Jake? My second guess for Javon Hargrave is going to be the Houston Texans. I think that is also a team with D'Amico Ryans, that 49ers defense that I think he was a part of for a year. Maybe I think that might have been the time where Ryans was still in, San Francisco. Hargrave was still with the Eagles. There wasn't that overlap, but I do see a potential correlation there.
I like that thinking, but it won't help you out today.
Man.
He is not a Texan.
Gosh. Okay. All right. Oh man. Well, now I'm just at a crossroads here. Those were, I guess, my main two guesses, going off of a cliff here in the hard mode. These D linemen, I don't know where they are, especially Campbell, who's been with a handful of teams in recent years. Hargrave, where is he at now? Oh man. Okay. I think just again going through the teams in my mind here. I'm gonna go my final guess, which I was thinking about for number 2, but I'm not too confident about it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Jake. They always like to pick up guys for the D line.
Javon Hargrave is not a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's where he started his career, but he is not. He went from the 49ers to the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was an underrated sign. I didn't hear anything about it when it happened,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if that was just a me thing.
Yeah, no, it was not just you.
It flew under the radar.
Oh man!
For sure.
Wow, no points on the board now in hard. Okay, let me see if I can salvage.
You got one
something
more
here.
chance in the hard category.
Okay.
We're going back to a skill position, a wide receiver that, hey, used to be a long tenured guy on a team, but now he's starting to bounce around teams. His name is Deontay Johnson. Jacob, who he play for?
Deontay Johnson. I thought I saw this recently. Did the Cleveland Browns pick him up? Is he with the Cleveland Browns now, Jake?
What a save! What a save!
Boom! Get a 3-point, getting 1/3 of the points for the round. I'll take it.
I had no idea that he was even in the NFL still. I thought he got cut out.
I saw the text. I thought the Texans picked him up after the Raven. He was just sitting on their roster.
Yeah. And so, he found his way to the Browns. Who knows who he'll be catching passes from. He's got 5 options. But, all right,
man.
you got
that was
3
big
points,
save.
but huge save there at the end.
Okay. All right, Jake. Now your hard mode. The first one for you is Justin Turner. Who does he play for?
Ooh, I think I know this. So he was obviously on the Dodgers for a long time. I know he's not there anymore. And I know as of last memory, he was a Red Sox. But did he change teams since then? It's the first thing that came into my head. I'm going to say he's a Red Sox.
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
He is not a Boston Red Sox.
All right. So he changed teams again. Justin Turner. Oh, wait.
Did the light bulb go off?
Did I go Braves 1 pick too early with Chapman? Is he on the Braves now?
He is not
on
the Braves.
Gosh.
Jake, you've got
I was
one
thinking
more
of
crack
Josh Donaldson from last year.
Yes, yeah, okay, right. I see where your mind was going, yeah.
All right, Justin Turner. There's no way he returned to the Dodgers. No, right?
We would have included him in those notable additions, right? Right, Jake? Or did we leave him off?
You're playing games with me, man. For some reason, the Athletics pop up in my head. For some reason, the Orioles pop up in my head. I think one of those teams he used to play for. See, here's the thing. If it's the Dodgers and I just never guessed it, I'm going to be mad. But I don't think it's the right answer. And I really don't have I'm just going to throw a dart and say the Orioles.
Incorrect, Jake.
Please
He is
tell me.
now a Chicago Cub.
Cub.
Yes,
Cub.
he
Okay.
is now 40 years old and on the Chicago Cubs.
All right.
He's a bench bat, first, third baseman. All right, Jake.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather just not have even had them in consideration than
Yeah.
have been this close to
Yeah.
guessing.
All right, your next one, Jake, is Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo. Okay. Another guy that used to be a Dodger and a Red Sox, and maybe he still is. I feel like he's not, though. Ooh, I've not been paying attention to where Alex Verdugo is. I'm gonna throw out. It just came into my head, so I'm gonna. Oh no! Wait. No, that's wrong. This isn't my guess. I was gonna say the White Sox, but I feel like I caught a White Sox game recently, and I don't remember him being
Watching
said.
White Sox games are real adventurous.
No, I
these
think
days.
I think the Phillies played him or something.
Okay.
Crap, I have no idea where Alex Verdugo is. Let's take a guess with the Texas Rangers.
Incorrect. He's not a Texas Ranger.
Yeah, I just kind of threw that out there for no reason. All right, I mentioned the two teams I knew he played for before. Is this like a Calais Campbell situation where like he goes back? I'm a little nervous, but wait, was he ever a Yankee?
Was he?
I don't know, but something's just like Yankee, so I'm guessing the Yankees.
He is no longer on the Yankees.
Oh, he
is
was
not.
a Yankee!
He is not on the Yankees.
Dang it! All right. Well,
Final
the memory's
guess,
starting to jog
yeah,
at least.
Yeah.
So maybe I can grab a quick point.
Now, I will give you a hint. This maybe doesn't help you at all, but he just recently joined this team as of like a few months ago, but I don't know if that helps you at all.
Yeah.
Again, that's not, it just recently joined a new team, like spring training, end of spring training.
Yeah, where's this team play? Just curious.
I will give you.
No, you don't have.
Okay.
All
right. I would have given you the league, Jake.
So you're very confident I'm not getting this. Don't give me
okay,
it,
I'm not. No more hints. No more hints.
I'm
Final guess.
going to guess the Cincinnati Reds.
Incorrect,
Yeah.
Jake. You should have held out your team in the NL East. Guess one more. The Atlanta Braves. He is now on. They just signed him to kind of keep the bridge alive while Ronald Acuna is still rehabbing his injury. Okay. The final one for you and Hud, Jake, is maybe a villain in the city of Philadelphia with some of the teams that he played on. Jock Peterson. Jake, where does Jock Peterson play these days?
I think I know this.
Can you tie it up?
I think I can. I think he's a Brewer.
Incorrect, Jake. You will go into the impossible round down at least 1 point.
Jock, I thought you were a Brewer. Does that?
There were rumors after he posted a picture on social media. He was going to the Phillies. He posted a picture with the Fanatic, but he did not go there.
Why did I think he was a Brewer? Is he? I feel like I'm just mixing together so many players at this point.
Yeah.
Is he a Yankee?
He is not a Yankee, Jake.
Gosh, I'm falling apart.
A last chance to get point. Again, the hard, really both ends of this got real hard real quick.
I feel like I just saw a picture of him too. Is he a Padre?
He is not a Padre, Jake.
I should know
He
this.
is a Texas Ranger now, Jake. They signed him 1 year deal to be a DH for them. All right. Again, I pulled that Deontay Johnson just out of my rear end, so I am up 20 to 17 is the count
down as.
into the impossible round. This could swing everything.
Yeah.
Right here.
So Hey, I could end up leaping you by 3 points.
Exactly.
Because now points are doubled. 6,
Yes.
4, and 2
All right.
for the guesses. All right, your player. You know him. Do you have
Do
any
I love
idea?
him?
I'd find it. I don't think you hate him, but I don't see a reason you'd love him.
Oh gosh.
Backup quarterback Bailey Zappi. Where's he at nowadays?
Oh my gosh, Bailey Zappi. Where is he at? Well, I know he played for the Patriots. I know that for sure. Again, I think even with the impossible, I have a chance to, with the first or the second guess, to put the game away here. I think so. I have 2 guesses to essentially seal it. Yeah, clinch the win. So with that logic, first guess, I'm just going to go, he is still backing up not Mac Jones, gosh, Drake May in New England. I'm going to go with New England first guess, keeping it safe.
You knew I wasn't keeping it that simple.
Yeah, I knew Jake wouldn't get to. Okay.
But
so,
I like that theory or thought process.
Okay. Actually, no, I know Mac Jones is in Jacksonville right now backing up Trevor Lawrence, so I don't think Bailey Zappi would follow him there. Where would Bailey Zappi go? There were some teams that need some quarterbacks, but he's not a starting caliber quarterback in my eyes. So
I can guarantee he's not number one on any depth chart.
Gosh, I don't know. For some reason, I could definitely see him just signing with the New York Jets is my second guess, Jake.
So this, just to clarify, this would give you the win. But you're not getting the win just yet. He is not a New York Jet. But hey, you can strengthen your lead by getting 2 points here.
Again, where would he go? I know some teams' quarterback rooms post-draft, but he seems like a guy who just signed early, didn't see nothing of it. He's going to back up someone. But who is he going to back up is the question. $1 million question. And again, I don't know why, I just feel like he's just an AFC backup quarterback. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Is he in the AFC North? Is he in the AFC South? You know what? A team, again, that he could have just gone to, thought nothing, or no one thought anything of it, been like, that's a good spot for him. I feel like he could have gone to the Indianapolis Colts to back up Anthony Richardson. That is my final guess, Jake.
No, it is not correct.
Oh, man, okay.
He is not there. He is, however, backing up Mr. Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Also,
right.
a little
taking Carson Wentz's spot. All right, I see.
A little added knowledge here too. You mentioned Mac Jones in Jacksonville. He's actually not in Jacksonville.
Oh, he's not?
Anyway.
Oh, he's
he
gone
went
there.
to the 49ers. He's backing up Brock Purdy.
Which
is funny because Mac was a guy I was considering putting in the impossible.
Wow.
But I chose Zappi.
Okay. All right, Jake. So the stakes for you. You got second. Now you know what's in front of you here. 6 points, 4 points, 2. If you get it on the first or the second try, you steal, you win the game, to quote the great Steve Harvey. If you do not get it on the first or second guess, regardless of the 2 points, I still take it 20-17.
Man, I put myself in a hole here. This is why you got to get the early ones, because I could still get it and lose.
Where is Andrew Heaney pitching these days, Jake, for the win?
Andrew Heaney. So to be honest, I'm not 100% sure I know who he is. I feel like I've heard the name.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like I saw him on the waiver wires for pitchers.
Ooh,
But
okay.
there's
Using
a lot of
fantasy
pitchers.
baseball
There's a
here.
lot of pitchers on the waivers. The first team that popped up in my head
for the win
was the Texas Rangers.
That is incorrect, Jake. You have one more guess to steal and win the game.
All right. You see, I had a second guess that came up in my head immediately.
All right, second guess. Good time to use it.
It's my only time to use it.
Only and good time to use it.
So, for the win, I'm going to say he joined Paul Skeens on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
For the win, Jake? Is that who you're going with for the win? Because you just walked it off and won it.
Really?
He joined Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates to win it. Jake, 4 points, edges out 21-20. He joined Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates. That was incredible, Jake. I am impressed that you knew that regardless on a second or third guess.
I want to thank Fantasy Baseball.
Wow.
That's the only reason I knew. Wow. I was not confident.
Wow.
Hey, that was a fantastic game, and I don't think
What
we
a
could have
game.
scripted it up much better.
Yeah.
Literally came down to the final buzzer.
Yeah, hard one. I got one with Deontay Johnson. Jake pulling off the impossible on the second guess. Edge it out. That was great. That was like a buzzer-beating shot right there,
Yeah.
Jake. Incredible. Yeah. What do you think of our challenge? How many did you get before we answer them? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to. And let us know what other games like this that you want to see us play. Be sure to like, subscribe for more videos. Season 2. We're here,
Yeah.
Jake. Season 2.
Season 2 of the podcast. And speaking of, watching more videos, why don't you watch videos on your phone in the short form variety? Because we're on TikTok and Instagram. You can see them right here, and we post other types of content as well. We play more games similar to this, not this exactly, but make sure to check those out because they're a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went with that as the descriptor, but hey, maybe it'll sell them.
Yeah. Check us out on the shorts. Check us out on Spotify as well, where we post as well. And as always, he's Jake Gable. I'm Jacob Smedley. Have a great day, everyone.